All right, good morning, traders. Today is September 26, 2024. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody in digital land. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a BYOB member on my Facebook. Got 100 members now. Thank you. Big woohoo. Happy congrats for me for that. That's great. All right. Thanks for being here. My SPY pivot this morning is 570.30 above it. I'm a bull, below it I'm a bear. GLD, T2123, XLI, Diamond Dow, GLTR. All of those made new all-time highs yesterday. All of the Fab 5 are in daily uptrends. FNGU, SPY, and QQQ all made higher lows and higher highs, closing over bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. IWM made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bullish trap but over the 17 EMA. And that kind of strange. IWM moved lower, but T2123 moved higher. That's pretty wild. All right, so gold and silver both in uptrends. Of course, gold already made a new all-time high yesterday. Silver made an inside day, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO in a downtrend, made a lower low and a lower high, closing below a bearish cross under the 17 EMA. They were fighting that off, trying to make a higher high. I guess they need a rest right now. U.S. dollar index still in a downtrend, closed near the 100.92 area. All right. Hey, good morning, Gilbert and Marley. Let's take a look at some charts. Okay, for first chart, don't need that. Don't need that. Can take that off. All right, price action for yesterday. See the thin yellow line, that's the 3 EMA. The white thin line is the 8 EMA. Okay, so we got the thin yellow line on top of the white thin line. Okay, so that's a bullish trap right there. And we got price action making, that's the candle, a higher low and a higher high, closing over the bullish trap over a rising 17 EMA. See the green dots? That's rising up right there, okay? And then we've got the recent high, anchored VWAP, planted on this day. The prior all-time high, planted on this day. Prior all-time high. These are anchored VWAPs, and price is moving up over those anchored VWAPs, okay? What does that tell us? Money is coming into the market, okay? SPY, money's coming into the market, price is moving up, and price is above those all-time high anchored VWAPs. Money's coming into the market. Okay, we're making higher highs and higher lows. If you notice this morning, we gapped up here. That's a new all-time high for SPY. Looks like about 574.50, 574.55. Let's see, what does it say? 574.90, not quite 575, pretty close. Okay, so there's a daily chart, 2-hour chart. All right, you got price. All right, you got the thin yellow line, can barely see it here, up over the white thin line. That's a 2-hour uptrend going into the close, okay? 2-hour uptrend going into the close. Tight consolidation right through there. 10-minute chart. Okay, 10-minute chart, we have a 10-minute uptrend going into the close. Okay, it was down, then they flipped it over, and they rallied at the last minute. 10-minute uptrend. So what do we need? All we need is a green candle, but we're gapping up so high. All right, it's hard to buy that, just that green candle. We're going to have to wait for that higher low to form. And as price comes back over the higher low, all right, as green erases red, when they create that higher low, that will be our entry most likely. Unless, of course, they pull all the way back to minor support, which would be the top of that right there. Okay, if they pull back to there and bounce off. Okay, I'm just going to say, even if we have a red candle or green candle, I will nibble on some calls in this area right here. Okay, right on top of minor support. Recently, I've been buying minor support at the open, and it's worked out for a quick rally that lasts until 10:30 or 10 o'clock, and after that, they seem interested in just fading it. Okay, so a pullback to minor support has been working so far. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'll pull back here, I will nibble on some shares, and then we will look for green erases red. So there's SPY on the 10-minute. We looked at it on the 2-hour. We're in an uptrend. Things are moving up. SPY is at a new all-time high right now. All right, so let's go take a look at some of the other charts. Start with the daily, and we'll hit up QQQ. Okay, QQQ making a higher low and a higher high. That's an uptrend over all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, that's bullish. Money's flowing into the market. How high could QQQ go? Well, let's try it. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we come up with here. We can get it to work. All right, let's see. Well, a measured move would take us up to 511.22, maybe even 520. All right, that's what a measured move takes us up to on QQQ. All right, again, uptrend over the all-time high anchored VWAP, making higher lows and higher highs. This is bullish. QQQ, FNGU. FNGU not quite got the second, the higher high that we're looking for yet. We are in an uptrend because we took out this high over here. All-time high anchored VWAP. We have a daily uptrend over the all-time high anchored VWAP. We have a higher low. Pressure will be on the bulls to produce the higher high. QQQ already did it. FNGU is a little late to the party, but it looks like they're en route. All right, so there's FNGU. Like to see this. This is the one that jerks the SPY and the QQQ around. So as long as it's moving up, good chance SPY and QQQ move up higher with it. So there's FNGU, uptrend there. Diamond Dow, new all-time high. Don't need to say anything else. Closed inside a bullish trap over the 17, up over the prior all-time high. You can see we have an uptrend over the prior all-time high, anchored VWAP. Nice work there. And that's a new all-time high set yesterday. Okay, let's take a look at IWM. IWM making higher lows and higher highs. It's an uptrend. Here's our recent high for 2024. Okay. We'll go back to January. See, that's a recent high, probably the 2024 high right there. Okay, price action is in an uptrend over the 2024 high, anchored VWAP, so money is flowing in. Having a pullback here. Not really liking these 5 red days in a row, but we are up over a rising 17 EMA. Yesterday was the first day closing underneath the trap. All right, so there's IWM uptrend over the 2024 anchored VWAP right there. All right, let's look at. Say we did them all. Let's look at the technicals. Technicals yesterday. Okay, so we fell out of this this little area between the overbought zone and the buy zone, and spent the day in the buyer's chop zone, making lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. I expect them to probably bounce off this midpoint and start heading back into the buy zone, and if not, maybe even the overbought zone. So there's T2123. Looking for the higher low here. This is the last low. Looking for a higher low. Okay, so there's T2122. Let's take a look at T2123. I already said that made brand new all-time highs yesterday. Again, we have projections of around 638. We're not there yet, but we are relatively close. Price action up over a rising 200 SMA. This is a 15-minute chart of T2123, measuring all the stocks in the NYSE unweighted, of course. This is the cumulative new 4-week new high. Okay, so you can see we have a huge amount of stocks making 4-week new highs. All right, so there's T2123 rising up over that 200 SMA like that. Like to see that 200 push price all the way up through there. All right, so there's a higher low, and the bulls really went to town to set that higher high. Okay, so there's T2123. Let's take a look at FNGU for yesterday. We'll look at the 3-bar chart. Again, a whole lot more space opening up between the rising 200 SMA and the price action way up here. Okay, you can see right here on the 17 EMA, price is rising up over that 17 EMA. It's pointed up, starting to kind of flatten out here. We'll see they probably do need a rest. If we look at it on the 15, you can see they did not put in any consolidation on their trip up, meaning that without that consolidation, all right, they have no foundation to catch them if they should fall. All right, just saying, not saying they're going to fall. I'm just saying they don't have a foundation to support them if they do. So there's no safety net. That's what I'm saying. T2123. All right, FNGU, yesterday's price action. All right, price up over. Back to the 3-bar. Okay, like to see this 200 get up in between these prior all-time high VWAPs. Into these prior all-time highs. And it's heading there, and it doesn't look like, looks like it's probably going to make it there by next week. We'll see what happens. All right, but nice move up there. Price is moving up. Just wish it would have put in some foundation. FNGU, price action for yesterday, a rip up, and they melted it all day, but guess what? They just melted it right into the current consolidation. So we have a move up and just right into that consolidation right there. Failing to make a lower low, so guess what? They're going to make a higher high. And they just did it. So price action was actually, you can see it here, we move up and then we bull flag over. Right? This is what we like to see. This is the one we follow, okay? We want to see price move up and hold the higher ground. All right, what else do we like to see? We like to see bullish gaps that aren't getting filled by the bears. That's another thing we like to see. These are all clues that the market is bullish. Price over the all-time high anchored VWAPs in an uptrend, okay? Price consolidating over the prior consolidation, okay? Again, another clue that we're bullish. Prior consolidation right there. Prior consolidation, current consolidation right there. Consolidating over the prior consolidation is bullish. Same thing again, all right? Right here. Notice we move up and then we hold the higher ground. All right? That's bullish. Hold the higher ground. Do the same thing again. We move up and then we do what? We hold the higher ground. These are all clues, okay? These are all clues. You see this? The bullish gap up. Bears aren't filling it. That's a clue. All right? Bears are not in control. The bulls are. Okay? So these are the clues that we look for in the morning when we start our day. So more than likely, when you have bullish activity like this, if you can find the trend, all right, that goes like this, you want to try to pick off the 10-minute uptrends that wind up originating close to this trend line. All right, you want to play from here. We don't want to play from here back. All right, don't want to play these. All right, those have less odds of success. Those we don't want to play. What we want to play is the 10-minute uptrends that originate from an area near the diagonal support. All right, so that's what we want to play. We want to play all of these. All of these 10-minute uptrends coming up through there. Okay, coming right off of that. So right along here, we want to play this one. All right, we want to play this one. All right, we want to play this one. Okay, these are the ones that will work out best for us. Why? Because they originate from support where bulls and buyers stepped in, all right, and prevented price from going lower and started to buy it up to go even higher. That's where it works out best for us. Okay, so there's FNGU. So where do you buy on this? Okay, if you see where it's going to hold here, all right, where's the best place? Probably going to be right here, okay, or right along the bottom of this line, right there, right along the bottom of that base. Okay, you want to play those 10-minute uptrends that originate from here, okay, as well as from here and up. Okay, from here and up. From here and up. You see what I'm saying? You got those 10-minute uptrends, prices up over the all-time high anchored VWAPs. Okay, buying up here is not a recipe for success because you're into resistance. They're telling you it's resistance because they go up and they fade away. They go up, they fade away. They go up and then they fade away. Okay. So today, I already told you about what I'm going to do with SPY. So we just did the technicals. Let's take a look at a few other sectors, and we'll hit the economics package and then wrap this up. First sector, SMH. Okay, SMH producing a higher low. All right, SMH, guess what? This morning producing the higher high. Yesterday, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap over rising 17 EMA, okay? All-time high, price in an uptrend over the all-time high, okay? This is bullish. SMH, still waiting for the bulls to create the higher high. Guess what? Today they finally came through. XLK, same deal, okay? Higher low, waiting for the bulls to produce higher high. Price action in a daily uptrend over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Money's flowing in. Okay? Money's coming in. You got an uptrend. It's over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's your best clue that money's flowing in. You want to be a buyer right alongside the institutions while this is happening. This is XLK. And the best way, I think, to do that is to find the 10-minute uptrends and play those 10-minute uptrends off the bases and off of the diagonal support. Okay, so there's XLK. Let's take a look at XLF. All right, XLF producing higher lows. Not quite got the higher high yet, just consolidating. Price action was, that is the all-time high, in an uptrend over the all-time high. Okay, yesterday's candle kind of pulling back here, closing below the 17 EMA. Not liking that too much, all right, but XLF produced new all-time highs about 25 days ago, right over here on the 3rd of September. well, we'll just call it, about 20 days ago, right there. Okay, today's 26. So price action up over the all-time high is bullish, all right? So looking for 10-minute uptrends for this right here. Okay, don't have anything. I don't like playing this until I see the daily or the 2-hour in an uptrend. Right now we got a 2-hour downtrend. I wouldn't be interested in this until they can turn this around. So there's XLF, okay, making a lower high, but also have a higher low. So it's just consolidating right now. So that's XLF. Okay, back to the daily chart. XLI. Okay, you can see right here, new all-time high for XLI. We have a target for XLI, 136.87. We'll see. We'll see if they hit it. This is the birthday trade. Pull back, slam down, break out to new highs, slam down, move twice as high. We'll see if they get it. There's XLI. Again, price target for XLI, 130, about 137. All right, new all-time high yesterday for XLI. That's our industrial sector. XLK is our technology sector. SMH is our semiconductors. All right, XLF is our financials. Let's go to the next one. IYT, and then we'll hit the retail sector. Okay, IYT, transports yesterday. I don't think that's a true candle. I don't remember the transports looking that ugly. Okay, so that is yesterday's price action. And let's just take a look at the 15. Yeah. All right, this is aftermarkets. No, they're calling that in the market. Well, anyways, when I did it yesterday, and I looked on it yesterday, okay, we had an inside day. Actually had a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Okay, so I'm not real sure about this big wick and the funky green candle there on the 15 minute. All right, so not sure about that. I think this is pretty much the price action right up here. See that crown up there? I think that's pretty much the price action. I think this is just some after hours wackadoodle thing. That's all I think that is. So IYT in a daily uptrend, okay, making higher lows and higher highs, okay, up over. Here's the 2024 high, anchored VWAP. You have a daily uptrend over the 2024 anchored VWAP high. All right, so that's money flowing into the markets. That's money flowing into the transports. All right, they're moving up, making higher lows and higher highs. There's a trend there. Okay, so that's a daily uptrend. That's IYT. Let's take a look at XRT. Okay, XRT still in a downtrend, but on the macro level, we have a huge bull flag. Okay, so we have a move up right here, and then what we have is a big bull flag that lasts for all of 2024. See that move up and a huge bull flag. Okay, so this is in a downtrend currently, but all in all, it's in a huge consolidation flag holding this higher ground up here. Okay, so price action, all right, right here you can see has not made a higher high. Here we made a lower high. Okay, here we made a lower high, and here we made a higher low. Okay, until we make a higher high, we have a downtrend. Okay, we're talking about trends, all right? Is it moving up? Absolutely. But it hasn't created a trend yet. And in order to create the trend, it has to make the higher high. It's okay to make the higher low, okay? But the other half of that trend is making the higher high. Okay, so XRT still in a downtrend. On the macro level, it's just consolidation on a bullish flag. Okay, I like to buy the bottoms of the flags. Okay, so there we are with XRT. I think that's going to change pretty soon. All right, so there's XRT currently in a downtrend, but definitely fighting it off. if you look at the recent price action, what do we have? We have a price moving up from the bottom, okay? Moving up from the bottom and then holding the higher ground up here, okay? That's bullish, okay? Whenever they go up and hold a higher ground, that's bullish, okay? What's not bullish is when you go up and then you give it up, okay? That's neutral, okay? When you go up and you give it up and more, okay, that's bearish, okay? You go up and you pull back, that's neutral. You go up, you hold it, that's bullish, all right? So there's XRT. So when you're looking for stocks to swing, all right, you want to see evidence of price moving up and holding the higher ground, right? You don't want them to go up and then give it up. You want them to go up and hold the higher ground. Okay, so there's XRT. Let's go take a peek at, we just did all the sectors. Let's go take a look at our economics package. All right, so yesterday we had on the dollar kind of almost a bullish engulfing. We wound up closing right back up here at 100.92. Again, I still think with the scheduled rate cuts, we could come down here and probably spike this area soon. I don't know if it's next month or the following month or maybe even today. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's the dollar in a downtrend. All right, we are in a 2024. We're in a 12-month low as well as a 2024 low. Okay, if we break this, we will have a 2.5-year low, and that will be very bullish for the markets. Okay, on price action, we're making lower highs. See that compared to this, lower highs and lower lows. See that compared to this, lower highs, lower lows. You get the picture. And what are we doing now? We're kind of bear flagging. Okay, see the price move down and then hockey stick over to the right. Okay, we're not moving down and then bouncing like a red rubber ball. We're not doing that. We're moving down and then holding the lower ground down here. So we got that hockey stick look. So what happens after that? Typically a move like this results in a move like this. Just like that. So we'll see what we get. All right? But that's typically what you get. So there's US dollar index. Earnings. Tonight we have some big earnings tonight. We have somebody big's going to report tonight. And tonight is Thursday. Costco, $400 billion. All right, that's close to $500 billion, but not, it's getting there. All right. Costco is going to report tonight, $400 billion. They could help move the markets, but I think that the main event, which is GDP, is going to provide overwhelming momentum for whatever happens. Not sure that Costco is going to really make a difference, but I could be surprised. We'll see what happens. Who else is going to Accenture? Accenture. All right, they are $200 billion. They're going to report this morning before we open. All right, so that's a pretty decent sized company right there. All right, but the main event this morning is not going to be Accenture. It's probably going to be GDP that comes out in 1 minute. All right, so there we got earnings, just familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. Again, familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. Max Payne, we'll see if they give it to us today, and maybe not. All right. Let's try the other Max Payne here. Are they going to do it? They're just going to spin. All right. Today, durable goods, 8:30 today, right? They're coming out right now. GDP, that's the main event, 8:30 today. Jobless claims, 8:30 today. Corporate profits, 8:30 today. Susan Collins, 9:10. And the big guy, Jerome Powell, speaks at 9:20. All right. Another Fed speaker at 9:25, probably in a different location. Pending home sales at 10. Gas report at 10:30. Michael Barr is going to speak, and then Kashkari is going to wrap up the day. Other than that, that's it. Main event is GDP. I expect it to be good, all right, with the falling dollar. All right, tomorrow we got international trading goods at 8:30, personal income and outlays at 8:30, retail inventories 8:30, wholesale inventories 8:30, consumer sentiment at 10, a rig count at 1, and looks like we got some farm prices. All right, so that's it for the today. All right, for the economics package, GDP coming out right now. All right, should be good. It should be. With the falling dollar, it should be really good. All right, so other than that, that's it for today. All right, I'll be back in 45 minutes. Let me render my video. All right, and I'll take any questions in the room, and we'll get them answered. All right? Thanks, John. We got a hurricane in my area, just letting you know. Okay, so I don't know how much longer I'll be on online. Strange stuff can happen. Power lines go down, power goes out. I don't know how long I'll be trading today. All right, so we'll see what happens. We have a hurricane. It's about 180 miles offshore. Okay, it's not like it was last time. Ian was a direct hit. I think the center of the eye passed about 5 miles north of me. Yeah, I plan to stay safe. I got everything kind of tied down right now. Of course, there'll be always something that I missed. But I'm inside in front of my monitors, so we'll see. Hopefully we have a really good trading day today. All right, I'll see you guys in 45 minutes.